All right. Hi, everybody. It's Bill. It's Chuck. We're already laughing.
Yes, we
It's
already
good to go.
laughing.
That means it's going to be a great episode tonight
That's
on
right. Right.
Tranont Health, but the health is good for everyone. So, Chuck, how you doing?
I'm really good, Billy. And so for those, if you've never watched before, I'm Chuck O'Donnell.
Yeah.
I'm from Jersey. I'm the Jersey guy, and you are.
I'm Bill Corcoran from Ottawa, Ontario, Canada. So we got North America covered with minus one, minus one country below us. But
That's
for
right.
now, in terms of some big markets in Tranont, we got North America covered.
Now I have to ask you, what is the weather like up there? Because down here it's been beautiful the last, I don't know, 7 days, give or take.
It has been what February should have been
Oh,
when
really?
February was up and above seasonal temperatures, and it's been all over the place. It was snowing, freezing rain this morning, but then the sun
Wow.
comes out. Went to a Tranont event last weekend in Toronto, so that's about a 4-hour drive from Ottawa, and I went through every weather. I went through rain, I went through sleet, I went through darkness, I went through bright sun, sideways winds, like everything. It was nuts. And
That's
it's like
crazy.
that's a typical spring in Canada, I
Well,
guess.
the reason I'm asking is because for what we do when it comes
Mhm.
to solutions and Tranont stuff, like it's spring here. So like I've just started, they started doing softball practices and stuff. And
Yeah.
and you see guys that back to just listen to me, like they're another year older, but they look another 5 years older. Like, come on, like take care of yourself. You only got one shot at this, right? And they're gonna hurt themselves and maybe not enjoy the season or whatever the case may be. So, as you and I talk about solutions, and I know we're going to talk about the daily health system,
Yep.
and you're well into that now, and I want you to share what you're doing with that. I still don't have mine yet. Full transparency. I'm going to get mine. I just haven't done it yet. The But I want you to talk a little bit about like what that regimen is like for you as we start moving into spring and trying to be more active. Although it sounds like spring's a little way for you. So
Yeah, but maybe tomorrow will be here. I don't know. Uh, and so for myself, again, I've been in the company for 2 years, yourself, Chuck, for a year.
yep.
And so we choose to use a lot of these products, all of these products. But we're going to really focus in the upcoming weeks on specific solutions that we've talked about that people can connect with. So the daily health system is a bundle that Tranont has put together. The original product, the first product, and I've got the kit here, so it comes again in a nice box. And then when you open it up, it's got two products, and I love how they're packaged. It comes with an info piece for the people to understand what the product is and they can start with it and balance them each other out. But the first product is what went kind of viral in October last fall, and it's called Transform. And do you want to explain about Transform? Because we were both there in Vegas on the unlaunching. So how would you describe Transform?
So Transform is a product that literally transforms the sugar that you consume in your meal into fiber in your body. So your body doesn't absorb it up to what, 70, 80% of it, right? Which just really helps with your glucose levels or your blood sugar levels in terms of making you feel the way you should be feeling, not weighed down, not your body fighting because you put too much sugar kind of products into it. And you and I always talk about it. It may not be sugar from a box of M&Ms. It could just be sugar that you just normally consume that maybe you're not aware of in your everyday kind of foods.
Yeah, natural fruits and
Yep.
grapes. The unbelievable, like the staggering amount of sugars in a serving of grape. Like I think it was 1 cup of grapes was like 12 grams of sugar. So like it's with that's part of these episodes is to say to people like, yeah, you work out, you eat healthy, but those still have natural sugars in them. And those natural sugars cause the undulations in your blood sugars to spike and lower. And that in fact has its own uh, impact on your body. So
Sure.
regulating them and making them more level is huge. And so
Oh,
this
big
is what
time.
this does. The first of its kind, plant-based, and I've been using it ever since. I definitely take it an hour before. So routine is so important. I wore the glucose monitor 2 or 3 times now, and just the day from when I did the same regimen. So for 2 or 3 days, I didn't take Transform, but I had the same routine. And then
Yep.
on the third day, within an hour, you saw them. You could tell. People could literally look at my monitor and say, "That's where you started Transform," and it was amazing and such an amazing experience because it just makes you yeah, I mean, we can speak to the brain fog, but that energy throughout the day, there's no crash after I eat because I came back from Vegas and it was Canadian Thanksgiving. And so that's in October and, had my meal and
Yep.
I didn't have to lay down. I may have chose to, but it wasn't because I had, I was just getting that tryptophan was kicking in and everything like that. Nope. I wasn't tired. And that was my first big test and it passed with flying colors.
Yeah, I love the transform. When I say I haven't done the daily health system, it's the newer product I haven't done yet, but I've been doing the transform
That's
since
it.
Vegas as well.
Yeah. So
Right.
I just
And
wanted to highlight that. So that's why I threw it
yep,
to you because I know you've had that
yep,
experience.
yep.
So then the new product, which is not released yet to the public. And so that's coming at the end of May. The exact date, I don't know. But it has been in beta test form to associates so we could purchase it and try it out. And that's called Activate. And it is a drink mix, fruit punch flavored. And I was worried about the taste a little bit, but I actually crave it. Not to the point where I'm going to have it 2 or 3 times a day, but I'm like, I'll have it in the morning, part of my routine you prompted me on before. And I look forward to it. And if it's
Yeah.
one of those things where, okay, you used to have orange juice in the morning or whatever, you can change it up and yeah, it's beautiful. So you mix it in with like 16 ounces of water, changes colors, and the Activate name is so important because what it does is it goes back to the science of what GLP-1 is. That's a hormone in your body that really pushes a lot of your systems, digestion, and what it means for metabolism. And then even that hormone created that helps with fat burning and everything like that. And we can and can't say things comparable to other companies, but there's a product that is a needle that starts with the letter O out there that is getting a lot of
Don't
press,
get us in
especially with.
trouble.
Oh yeah, I didn't put it in writing on there, but I didn't say it. I didn't say it. But the idea is that Oprah, yeah. So another O word, Oprah. Today's episode has been brought to you by the letter O, I guess. Yeah. And what Oprah has done is like the fad about and the kind of piece of where our I'm losing my train of thought there because of I did it to myself, I guess, but with
Right,
celebrities kind of using it not for its intended reason. And the
correct.
byproduct in that case is weight loss. Now,
Right,
this product isn't a weight loss product. It has many different pieces, like such as cholesterol and blood pressure and all those pieces. You lose inches on your waist, but a byproduct is it can be weight loss and that fat burning of the cells. And so this is what's so neat about it because this is all plant based.
yeah, it's all
All
natural.
plant-based. Like, all of our products, like, we do have, like, bovine in our collagen, like, that type of thing, but we are all plant-based, and so this is what the difference is between that and synthetics and byproducts that are coming with the synthetics, using a pharmaceutical that was not intended to be the way it was, to treat different things, and what
Right.
this does is it precedes the problems and the solutions we talked about, so we don't need pharmaceuticals.
Yep.
It's kind of inversing that, please. So that piece. So if you're watching this for the first time, GLP-1, GLP, but just the letters -1, search that up because I could go into the science of it, but I'm not going to today. But this is what is taking the world by storm. We've already sold millions of dollars of it just in within the associates, people pre-sales and consuming it ourselves and not even launching it to the public yet. So I can't even imagine what that's going to be like.
It'll be
The
crazy.
impact for me and my routine, so I now take it first thing in the morning, like I mentioned. Um, from everything I understand about it, just like the Mojo coffee, it doesn't break my fast. I like the ingredients from what I understand of intermittent fasting. I know I had a prompt the other day. Does it break the fast? To me, I believe it doesn't. You continue on. Then I have some transform later mid morning, around 10 o'clock in the morning. I have my smoothie at around 11 o'clock and then kind of around lunchtime or whatever, I have my Mojo, gets me through the day. And so I absolutely love the system. And that's the only thing I changed. I kind of flipped my Mojo with this for the morning, and it's curbs your cravings. That brain fog is real. It's
Oh
still
yeah.
doing a lot of the things that both of them do, and they complement each other. And there's a third product coming out that apparently complements those all in the fall. Again, I don't know much about it, but for me, super exciting.
Yeah, I know. I, I'm glad you told your story and the regimen kind of a thing. And I want to be clear with everybody if you're watching for the first time, you don't have to take everything. You don't have to. You maybe you just want to do the transform. You don't want to do the activate. because you just want to see what it does for your glucose levels, that's fine. There's a solution for everybody, right? You mentioned Mojo. We could talk about collagen all the time, but this daily health system, these are just things we choose to do and try and see what they're going to do to us. Now, I've mentioned other times that my sister gave me the best backhanded compliment in the planet one time because we were all talking around. I'm the oldest. I'll be 60 in July. And my brothers and sister were all talking about what medications they're on. And there's high blood pressure, this. And, my parents are diabetic and they've got all kinds of medications and stuff. Right. And I don't take anything. Right. And I think a big part of it is this stuff that we're taking from Tranont. These healthy products help me not have to take anything, right? And keep me out of the doctor's
It's
offices.
amazing.
I don't go. I don't have to go. I'm not hurting. I don't, I'm going to, like I said, softball starts up or go to the gym or play some basketball now that it's nice outside, and go fishing again and sit in that, kayak for 6 hours. And it's just going to be great. I mean, I'm looking forward to being healthier as we get older. You don't, I think health is something that we take for granted as we're younger. And then once it's taken away, once that mobility may be taken away in those choices, then we regret it, right? Then we wish back to, if only I had listened to so-and-so, right? So, and that's kind of what we come back to here, that we're trying to, you and I mean, whoever put you up to watch us since we went on Sesame, Bert and Ernie,
Yeah.
the at least they care about you, they love you, and they want you to try and do something different. But you and I aren't making any money off of that. We're just trying to get the word out because we believe in the company, we believe in the products, and we believe in the people who are asking you to watch us talk about this. So
Yeah, absolutely. Perfectly summed up. It's the time going on sale in a month's time to the public,
yep.
and just the impact this will have in kind of, like you said, preceding those symptoms, and kind of going back in time a little bit and just feeling better, and not having to rely on pharmaceuticals. We talk
Right.
about lifespan versus quality of life a lot, and you summed it up in about I wish I had of, or I wish I did. And so that we hear that a lot in times of need, and sometimes it's a bit too late from.
And we're not knocking the pharmaceuticals
Oh,
necessarily. We're
no.
not
Oh,
saying don't do them. I mean, we both believe in science,
oh, yeah.
obviously. And you got to take care of yourself any way you can. But what if you're able to do something naturally? And what if it helped you stop doing things unnaturally, I guess? Or you could take some of those pharmaceuticals out of your body and devote more time to more natural cures and for
Yeah.
what ails you. So,
I like how you cleared that up, because I definitely use pharmaceuticals. Like, medicine is helpful, and if
sure.
if I get an infection, or I use some to battle my depression. Like, I rely on those things. But at the same time, if I know that if I'm trying to go down the the weight management piece or all these other ones, I have a choice whether I can use a byproduct of another one that's a synthetic, or I can use a natural product. So that's how you summed it up, is that we can kind of choose in different ways, where other ones we know that it might be something they have to,
Well,
you have to use. So we definitely do.
yeah, not just that. I mean, the other part of that is I can't tell you the last time I had to be on an antibiotic. I mean, I
It's
don't know if
true.
it was 2 years, 3 years. Like I'm healthier, and I'm in I work in a very public field. I see lots of people every single day. I'm traveling around different places as well, and I can't remember the last time I needed something. And maybe it wasn't that. I just can't. Maybe it was a year ago, 2 years ago, but I know it's not consistent, right? I'm not. I feel so much better all the time. So,
Yep.
anyways.
For me, it's not needing ibuprofen or acetaminophen, Tylenol,
Yeah.
for headaches. Like, I
I don't
just
even
take
take
some
them.
more
Yeah.
products that, like, Boost opens up the circulatory system, and it goes away. So, like, just think of the stuff on your stomach, all those things. So we could go on for a long time, but the idea is just we want people to be informed. We want people to know what's out there, and that people love them. The ones that are tagging them on these videos, they just want to see them so they can open up their eyes, and be skeptical in a good way, so that they can learn more about what this company has to offer. And
Right.
it's not a new company; it's been around for 10 years.
Yep.
So it's great. So for that, Chuck, I'll
Yep.
say thank you, buddy. Thanks for another
Thank you,
great
dude.
episode. We're coming up in a couple of weeks on our 1 year anniversary of doing these ones. It's
That's
these
awesome.
Tranont health. Yeah, it's absolutely amazing.
So, all right, man. I
Yeah,
look forward to it.
yeah. Have a great night, bud.
Later, man.